Welcome back to the Hoodfilms channel. I appreciate y'all stopping by. What's popping? I already know what's popping, but I'm going to tell you what's popping. I'm what's popping. Your boy Yusuf Hood, CEO extraordinaire of this here brand. And I get out here in the mornings, especially when the sun is up beautiful, and I go take me about 1,000 jump shots and just run around and hoop for a bit, do some shooting drills. You can see some of my shooting drills right here on this channel too, because I'll show you what I actually do. Yo, but anyway, I want to talk to y'all real quick about your boy Stephen A. Smith, man. Now this is funny because Stephen A. Smith is such a legendary reporter, and he's been around for a long time, and a lot of us support him. A lot of us fucked with him. But as you see, his antics are getting called out right now. You know, old boy Kwame Brown, who is actually a ex-basketball player, they've been, throwing him under the bus for years. And after all of that bull crap they was doing to Kwame, he been responding back real heavy this year. So his responses that he's been having is basically like, y'all fucking played me. You know what I'm saying? And he's talking about all the commentators from Stephen A. Smith, Charlamagne the God, you name them. He talking about them and making a lot of noise, and a lot of people follow him and all that. But one thing he made notification of is that Stephen A. Smith does not apologize to black people. Like, say he do something or say something against blacks, and he doesn't apologize. This guy that's an actual editor. His name is Self-Talk. So if Kwame Brown mentioned this kind of stuff, this guy Self-Talk would actually go find the video in question and put it on his channel. And then the guy Kwame Brown will go back and get that particular video again and talk about it after the guy found it. But they was talking about how Stephen A. Smith wouldn't apologize to black people. So at one point, Stephen A. Smith had a situation where he was talking stuff about black people, and all the black people got mad, and they was like, damn, we tired of you talking shit about us. Like, you need to apologize to the black race, you're giving a bad image. So he got on his ESPN show, and he said, I'm not apologizing to nobody black. You can forget that. So whatever, that's his opinion, that's how he came. He said he's not apologizing, so he didn't apologize. So now, fast forward to maybe a year or 9 months later, after that, a situation happened. It could have happened sooner, but this Ray Rice guy had beat his girlfriend up inside an elevator, and he whooped her ass, and the video got out. And so they come to Stephen A. Smith, what you think? So he said, I don't think that no man should be hitting a woman, but I don't believe that a woman should also be provoking a man. And so this white lady came out, and she was like, I don't agree with that. I think he should apologize. He's foul for what he said. And they was looking at him like, what? So he came back and tried to apologize for what he said. So now we see him apologizing to the white people and white women for what he said, or women period. And then he apologized. But after he apologized, the girl who in question wanted to make sure he got suspended. So ESPN suspended Stephen A. Smith for what he did, saying that women period should not be provoking men if they don't want to be domestically violated against. So after saying that, now a new situation kicked off. And it's some baseball player who I don't know his exact name because I don't really follow baseball, but apparently he barely speaks English. And so Stephen A. Smith's opinion is that why would you base baseball success or put the plight of baseball behind this guy? Because this guy barely speaks English, and that would make no sense. And so if you was American, so Stephen A. Smith said he should be these two white Americans who are baseball players, and he named them. I think one of them named Dixon or some shit like that, and I forgot the other guy's name, but I did Google them, and they were both white guys. He said you should focus on those guys and make them the face of the baseball franchises, and not just this guy who was a good player, but he can't speak English that well. So people coming after this guy, and they was like, yo, what are you talking about? This guy is a good baseball player, and you disrespectful for saying this about him because he can't speak English. Now, here's the point. In baseball and sports, this is a known conversation that if a person can't speak good English, it's going to be bad to try to make them be the face of the franchises. But this is just what sports people talk about this. So I guess Stephen A. Smith spoke about this out in public, and they don't like it. So the people in question is coming at Stephen A. Smith saying, what the hell did you just say? So immediately he jumped right on the news and he said, I apologize for what I said about that guy. I'm a black person, so I understand what discrimination is. I understand what being discriminated against is, and I don't want that to happen to him. He's a great player. He's doing a lot for playing, but I just want to make sure that I apologize for what I said. So here we go with two situations where Stephen A. Smith had no problem apologizing to some white people, or a situation that white people would have held against him. And when it came to the black folks, which he claimed he is, he ain't got no apology. And I said, well, damn, technically, A person like Stephen A. Smith is really a Trinidadian. He's like somewhere for like overseas. He's not literally Virgin Islands somewhere. He was not from America. He wasn't born foundational black like us. He can't trace his lineage back to a slave in North Carolina or Louisiana. So or somewhere down south. He's basically someone who came over after the 1960s and 70s when Nixon and them said it was okay to bring in other nationalities. And that's how he got here. And so he's here, and so he get the job from the Caucasians, and they knowing he's gonna be a soldier for them. Because he ain't gonna be a soldier for us. He ain't got no connection to us. He gonna be a soldier for them. And that's what he's doing. And it's actually sad because it's like, Steve, what you talking about? I mean, we ain't saying don't have an opinion on things or don't make your opinion noted. But don't just throw us under the bus and then be disgruntled when somebody say apologize, but you completely okay with apologizing to the white race. It's stupid. And so they call that white zaddy syndrome. So it's like where this guy got this job from white people, which most of us do. Nobody that's black is going to make your money without white folks being involved. But if you take that job that you got and now you're using that as leverage to act like you're better than somebody else black who might not have that job, who might not have that opportunity, then you stupid. And you a bum, in my opinion, because just because you work for somebody white does not make you have dominion over somebody black or better than somebody black, because it's technically you making your own decision. Now, somebody like Stephen A. Smith has been noted. They've also found out on the Kwame Brown page through that guy's self-talk and other people that he's making $12 million a year. So like, I guess 8 million or 5 million plus so many millions he's getting for a contract. He's getting like maybe 7 million a year from his contract and maybe 5 million a year, which is a production deal for his production company. However they divvy that up, 8, 5, whatever they did. So he's getting 12 million a year. So 12 times 5 is 60. His contract is for 5 years. So a lot of people are tripping about that. Like, man, you have no connection to us. Like, you got your money coming from them, you getting everything like that, but you don't have shit with us. Like, fuck us. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't follow guys like that. I mean, on a personal note, if that's how you rock, you lose a fan like me. I don't give a shit about you. I don't give a fuck what they do, what they call you, what you work on next. You can host the Oscars and shit, and I'm a filmmaker. I probably didn't even watch it because I look at that as just straight lameness. Like, you're not a boss. A boss don't need 5 white people to confirm him. You confirm yourself when you wake up in the morning. I'm a goddamn boss. That's what it is. And you go work on things that build your stuff and build your brand and build your lineage. You don't stand around talking about some guy that's so rich and shit because you got money from them, and then you just turn around and diss black people. So again, the white zaddy syndrome is a black person that works for white folks, and then you use that to diss black people. That fact that you work for white people, you use that to diss black people. It's people like that in all our families. People like that in your friendships, in your high school, in your college. You're not missing nothing not fucking with them. You're not missing nothing not being around them. One thing that we all know as black folks is that that person in question is a punk between them. When they see him, he's weak or she's weak. She don't make no damn decisions. She don't go in there and call meetings. She go in that motherfucker and ask. She go in that motherfucker and beg. She go in that motherfucker and hope that they'll come around there and continue to give her the position that she give them. And it don't matter who you are. You can look at the police chief in Oakland right now. I'm not saying he had the white zaddy syndrome, but I'm saying that you've been hearing about they've been trying to defund the police all around America. You've been hearing this shit. You've been hearing that the President Biden wasn't even down with that. He's like, he ain't fucking with that. So anyway, a lot of cities and states, they not defunding the fucking police. Guess what's happening in Oakland where they got a black, I'm all off camera. Guess what's happening in Oakland where they got a black police chief? Defunded his ass. So why is that? Why are they not defunding nowhere else around the country, but they defunding this one cop in fucking Oakland? That's the police chief. You think about that. My whole point about it is that he does not have the right to have a white zaddy syndrome. You don't even fucking make the decision to not be defunded. Other people who don't look shit like you are making that decision. And that's the facts. So that's my point. So having a white zaddy, having white zaddy syndrome, you don't fucking win. If you think you're better than somebody black because you work for white folks, you just a dummy. And that's just the facts. And after you figure that out and learn that, it'd probably be too late. You probably be somebody like Bill Cosby locked in a cell to myself. What the hell did they accuse me of? What the fuck? But they know what your meetings was like. They know what kind of parties you threw. They was the motherfuckers who told you was off work so you can go do it. So how the hell they ain't gonna know? You saw them know exactly what kind of party Paul Pierce threw. He didn't give a fuck about putting that shit out to the world. So if something happened in his future life, you think they're not gonna pull it up and say, oh, look at him partying that day. He got drunk as fuck. He was wilding. He's a loose cannon. Yeah, they are. It don't matter that they gave your ass all these checks and shit and these fat ass bank accounts. As soon as they don't want to fucking fuck with you no more, your ass is cooked meat. And that's the facts of the game. So I just wanted to holler at that Stephen A. Smith, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. You see me out here getting my jug on the court. You know I love this shit. I'll be doing this shit every day. I always go until like about September when I be out here doing a hoop thing. I always go until late September. I go and I get my hoop on because it's fun to me. You know what I'm saying? So I brought the little camera out now where you can kind of hang out here with me. I got the little microphone. Hopefully it worked throughout this whole process. If not, you won't even see this video no damn way because it'll be no audio. But if it is, then I appreciate y'all checking it out. And I'm going to go ahead and do a shoot around. And I might even put my shoot around up on the channel, baby. So check out my new movie. It's called Kill a Rapper. Check out my new book. It's called How to Make a Hood Movie. We got so much more coming, man. Film festival on the way. Appreciate y'all hollering at the homie hood, man. Thank you. And look how I get to stop the camera. That's way over there. See that?